Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on 350Z. I got some BC Racing coilovers as well as a GK Tech angle kit. So I'm going to be installing that today and let's get to it. So I'm going to do the front wheels first because they're a little harder. So I'm going to get that over with and then move to the back. Alright, so for the front you got to take out this bolt holding the upper control arm. And then there's also this bolt holding the actual strut and then 3 up here. So take off this bar and then the 3 up here. So take out this little cotter pin and then loosen this bolt first. Alright, now that I got the knuckle off from the top, I'm going to take off this brake line. It's a 12mm. And then I'm going to take off this little sensor. Alright, so now I'm going to take off the 17mm bolt holding the strut to the lower control arm. Alright, so now I'm going to take off this bar to get to these 3 bolts holding the strut. The last 3 bolts holding the strut are 12mm. You also want to take off this bolt for the sway bar link so the lower control arm can lower all the way. Alright, so for these I put the dust guard in the middle and then 2 washers in the middle, and then these just go on the side and then just tighten this bolt. Alright, so for the angle kit I gotta take off this tie rod, so I'm gonna take off this cotter pin, this bolt, and I gotta take off these 2 off and then this one. Alright, so I already loosened this first before I take this bolt off. Now I'm gonna take off this 19mm and the tie rod should come off. Alright, so the tie rod is off. Now I'm gonna take off these 2 stock bump stops. Okay, so I had to take off this nut as well because this is gonna go through there. And then, so this thing comes with 2 adapters. So it depends on your setup, but I think I'm gonna run the small one on this. Alright, so I already tightened that bolt. These 2. Now I'm gonna just tighten these 2 bolts on the actual tie rod end, and I'll move on to the strut. So I'm not gonna adjust the height on these. I'm gonna just put them on how they are, and then once I put them on, I'll see how they look and adjust it from there. Alright, so I got it on from the top now, so I'm gonna just put on the sensor, the brake line, and tighten up this bolt right here and the upper ball joint, and then move to the other side. Alright, so I got this side done. Now I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, so the front is done, just that the toe is in on this side and on the other side is out. So I'm gonna fuck with alignment for a little bit and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the rear. Alright, so the rears are pretty simple. So you gotta remove this bolt for the stock bucket and then this one for the strut, and then there's 2 up there. So it's pretty much those 3 and then this one, and that's it. Alright, so I'm gonna remove this bolt first because I'm removing this and it's not coming back. I got the true coilover style, so we're not gonna need this anymore. I'm gonna try to get some camera arms or tow arms to remove this bucket as well. Alright, now that I got that bolt off, I'm gonna take out this 17 and then those 2. Alright, so here are the rear ones side by side, and you can tell this one's a little longer right now because this one's shot, but I'm gonna just put them on like this and see how they look. I think I'm gonna have to lower it a lot more, probably like an inch or 2 more. But yeah, I'm gonna drive with them like that for like a week and then I'll adjust them after. Alright, so I got the 2 top one on. Now I'm about to put this bolt on and then the one for the bucket. Alright, so this side is done. Now I'm about to move on to the other side. Alright, so I'm done with the rear, but it got dark and I noticed there's a big gap, so tomorrow I'm gonna just lower it more. Alright guys, so it's been a few days since the last clip, but I did end up putting on the rack spacers on at night. I didn't record it because it was too dark. but I put the big one on the passenger side and the little one on the driver's side. I also did get new wheels for the car. I picked up some tires last night, so right now I'm gonna go get the tires put on. These are the wheels I went with. I got some 18s by 10.5 all around. They're like the work wheel replicas. I'll open it real quick and show you guys what they look like. I went with the Revs because this is going to be a drift car and I daily it as well, so I honestly didn't want to spend 3,000 4,000 bucks on some wheels that I'm about to be banging up and shit. So these were like 1,100 bucks plus the tires, so it's not bad. So yeah, I'm gonna head to the tire shop and then get these put on. Shit, I was only able to fit 2 wheels in the back and then 1 tire in the front, but the homie came through and he's about to put the rest in his. But this is the tires I'm gonna go with for the front. There's some Federals, they're 245 40 18s. Then I'm gonna just get some burners for the rear because I'm gonna just be drifting either way. I already pulled up to the tire shop. They already put one on, putting the other one on right now, and then he's gonna look for some burners for the rear. Shit, we're still waiting for 2 tires, and this fool said he's gonna swing, so let's see what he got. This is that big tire works nigga. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. This nigga came back and shit. Alright, so they're all on. I'm on my way home right now. I'm about to put them on to see how much I gotta lower the car, because I don't want to stance it out, but I do want to lower it a lot more than what it is right now. So yeah, I'm about to slap these on to see how much I can lower it, and then I want to go swing it a little bit. I want to see how the new angle kit feels. So I'm gonna try to find a new spot because I don't want to swing it at the same spot right now. So I'm gonna try to see if I can find a new spot and then go swing it and try it out. Alright, so both of them are on, and I think the front I'm gonna have to lower it at least 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and then the rear I am gonna have to lower it a lot more. I think like 2 inches or like 2.5, because it is a lot of gap. So I want this to be like right here. Alright, so to lower them you gotta unlock this collar right here first, and then if you want to lower it, this top one would have to go this way, and then if you want to race it you would have to pretty much do the other one the other way. So this is how much I'm gonna lower on both of the rears, and then I'm gonna just do a little bit on the front. We're looking for a new spot to swing at and just take pictures, but it's kind of dark everywhere, so I think we're just gonna wait till tomorrow to find a spot.